In this video, I'm going to be using the Midrange Dell Inspiron 15 to create some Photoshop artwork. What are you doing? I'm trying to record a video, do you mind?
Oh, cool. What video is this?
As I was trying to say, I'm going to be creating some Photoshop artwork NFTs using the Dell Inspiron 15 mid-range laptop.
That sounds boring. What's an MST?
Well, first of all, it's NFT, and second, do you mind getting out? I'm trying to record here.
Okay, I'm kidding. What's an MSG?
NFT, they're non-fungible tokens. It's kind of like digital collectible artwork, like art pieces that can be videos or photos.
Yeah, that sounds boring. Alright, fun making your KFC.
It's NFT. Now, I've already reviewed the Dell Inspiron 15 before, where we put it through the content creator stress test with the popular editing applications. But since then, I've done a lot of NFT work and creative digital artwork. So I thought, why not mix the two? Create some heavy Photoshop artwork using a mid-range laptop. So if you guys are getting into the world of NFT or you know anything about it, I'm just gonna show you my creative process and how I can use a mid-range laptop like this one to create some pretty decent looking artwork. So my goal here is to figure out whether having a mid-range laptop will affect my day-to-day creativity when it comes to Photoshop artwork or not. I usually use a graphics tablet when I'm creating, so I'm doing the exact same process here with this mid-range laptop to see how far it can really take me. So my first step is to go over to a service like unsplash.com where I find these non-copyrighted images that I can use to create my composite Photoshop artwork. And then I bring all my images into Photoshop and start piecing them together. So in this case, for example, I wanted to create an artwork with the KLCC towers here in Malaysia, and I cut it out because my idea was to have it on a rock in space. So there, I grab my image of the stars, deep dark space, then I'm able to cut out the rock formation and place the KLCC building right on there. Then what I start doing is color correcting it and matching the exposure to the rest of the image and making it more 3D by adding in some shadows and highlights to add more depth to the rock. After that, I already knew I wanted to add a moon to this image to make it look like it has a huge source of light from one side. I brighten it up a little bit and add a few more glows to complete the overall look for the moon. The processor on this laptop is the Intel Core i5 11th gen processor with 8 gigs of RAM. And Photoshop is a very processor heavy program. You have to have a powerful processor in order to have the most smooth experience while editing multiple large layers of photographs or how many elements you drop in. And as you can see here, there's so much going on here, multiple different layers being created for highlights and shadows and silhouettes. And this laptop is handling all that pretty well. So again, when it comes to the creative process here, if you're able to do everything in real time and see the before and after in real time without any lag, it really smoothens the process overall. So here, for example, I'm adding in trees and details to the rock because I don't want it to be like a bald rock. I want more details. So I just draw trees using a regular tree brush and fill up that area. I also added in a few clouds here and there, fix the exposure, and obviously overall my favorite part about this whole thing is adding in glows because I made the overall image quite dark, so adding in the glows really makes it look atmospheric and makes it look more alive. And that's really what it's all about. With NFTs, you just want to make it really fun looking but also kind of realistic, hyper realistic, I guess you could call it. So yeah, the overall process, like I said, I didn't expect it to be this comfortable, this convenient without any issues, lags or stutter. Kind of have the final image ready there already, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So there you have it. The Dell Inspiron 15 is more than capable of handling a Photoshop project just like that. That was a pretty heavy file actually. The overall project I think was about 500 MB, almost a GB. There are bigger files, but it handled this pretty well. I didn't have any issues with lag or stuttering or crashes, which you do experience. So I'm pretty happy with the overall performance, and I think it's more than possible to create artwork using a mid-range laptop like the Dell. This is my second one in this collection of Hidden in the Stars, so definitely will be doing more. I've also done a video sort of NFT, so if you guys want to see a tutorial on that, let us know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this sort of video, which is very different from our usual, let us know. Drop a like so we know you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other questions, do let us know down in the comments below, and I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye-bye. Guys, you don't have to be nice to him. If it sucks, tell him it sucks. I mean, really, since when is that considered artwork? Like, it's just for what are we doing here?